when you're mixing, you have a different perspective. Is where individual tracks, vocals, maybe drums, bass, guitars, you know what I'm saying, synth, orgs, yeah, right, are combined together. You aim to balance them and process them to create that cohesive stereo to become a song. At the end of the day, you export it as a song, right? So you blend all those stuffs like vocals, drums, bass, guitars to balance them and process them to create this one back thing. But also, additional on that, you have to make sure volume is not too loud, because you're balancing the volume, right? And not too loud, not too quiet. Just do that. And also panning, placement of instruments and different objects when mastering, balancing all those stuffs may be a bit difficult, right? So make sure when you're panning left to right or center, you have to know which kind of instrument is going right and which kind of instrument is going left, and which kind of instrument is remaining at center, to create that stereo field and also enhancement of this stereo thing. Basically, approaches in mixing, EQing, compression, reverb, delay, adding space in and depth in the mix, you know what I'm saying, saturation, distortion, adding some warmth or harmonics in your mix. You see, I have put my markers here, right? I have end, and also I have a start marker. I've put them for one purpose. In Studio One, you can update your mastering file by going to song, right? And also going here to update mastering file. So in Studio One, it's been defined as a project. So you will come to song, right? Like song, and then go back to add to project. So this is the project, right? I have not renamed it, right? Yes, so you rename it and then you add to project. So after adding to your project, I'll switch the project. So here's my project. So you're here mastering, right? And you have reached to a place, maybe one instrument is too loud. You will head back directly here to song and select this option, update mastering file. The way we used to know is kind of changing a little bit fast. Everyone is capable of mixing their own stuff at home. So remember this, in mastering, your volume has to be very unified. Suppose you're mastering an EP or a full album of maybe 12 songs. They have to be unified. There are things also to consider in mastering, right? Yes, there's adjusting volumes, fixing minor issues in the mix, going back and forth. It's not must that you should use a mastering page in Studio One to master a song. You can use the normal working flow, the normal working space of Studio One to master a track, but using a mastering page has advantages. If you look closely, the track has lots of headroom, right? The track that is mastered has no headroom. You will see the ceiling is more filled. Yeah, that's how I can tell about the unmastered and etc. If you take a look at our integrated loudness, is about negative 20.4 loops, which is low for platform like Spotify, another platform like Apple Music. This is very low. At least it should be like minus 14, 15, something like that. Minus 14 is best. And also if you look at the left and right loudness, this is minus 6.7, and this is okay. We can still work on this because we have a low integrated loudness. At left corner here, the album, you can rename the name of the album. You can write some other details. You can add even a photo here. Click here, it's going direct to a page where you can as we talked earlier, like mastering includes different key terms like adjusting overall volume and loudness, because that is like a main thing in mastering. Stereo writing causes phase issues many times, so be careful with that. Yeah, so there are a bunch of plugins that you can use in or about when you come about studio widening, right? Studio widening, you can use Ozone, right? You can use Ozone, you can use Waves. There are a bunch of Waves plugins that are very good, right? When we talk about loudness information, you can use also Waves plugin that have loudness information that can give you. But in Studio One, we have this one that can give us the loudness information. Yeah, it's like everything is built in. So explaining all those, let me load the preset that I provided to show you what I mean about adjusting overall volume and other things like EQ balancing and compression and other stuff. So I saved it here in mastering, and then this one right here. It's called Geox Production. Yes, if you have not downloaded this preset, it's really free, completely free. So as we are playing this track, let's focus on the perceived loudness of the track. So it's right here. So when you click here you see this LU and LUFS laughs, right? So we're going to focus right there. So it's just like this. So let's focus here and see the where the loudness is. So it's playing about -15 and -16. So to other digital platforms, this is not acceptable, but this can go to Apple Music, right? Because Apple Music turned down up to 16 laughs. So we can do something like this. Our target is actually -14, right? Yes, you have to stick on a target. Yeah, you have to stick on a target. So I will head back to a third channel. I'll be playing around with the gain here to maximize the loudness so that we get that perceived loudness more strongly. So that's -11. We don't need that. So it's around there, -13, -14, right? So that's about it. You see, you have -14.9, but we can still play with it and get the perfect loudness, right? About there, that's correct, that's really fine. And I'm hearing something, so I'll head back to my first EQ. Yes, something is not sounding, something sounds strange. So I've turned this back on, the soft and also this one. Okay, I want the more cleaner low ends. So I will leave my track right there because I have a perfect perceived volume. So when I play it after and before and after. So this one was before, and this one was is after. Yes, we can still add some stuffs. Yes. So the other thing, if you get difficulties reading the perceived volume, you may have to have this plugin. It's called Ulin loudness, right, meter. So if you know this plugin, yeah, it will help you a lot to lead the loudness. Right there. Okay, there are a lot of things to work on. So at this point, play with this mastering page, guys. It's very awesome. And also, you can play around with this kind of stuff, the key 20, the key 14, so that you can see the different experience on the meter like this. That's how you can come about mastering your track. Yeah, I hope these concepts will help you improve in your mastering and also mastering your future tracks that are waiting for you. So guys, thank you for watching and thank you for your feedbacks. As always, guys, stay blessed and peace.